Boredom is not a sin, but it is your power. All right? Boredom can help you achieve actually the thing you think you can't achieve because you're bored. We humans have been reprogrammed within this age to think that productivity equals growth. Always being available, having your mind stimulated, you know, but again, it is productivity, but real productivity can actually last, a way longer time when you allow yourself to be bored, to have like at least a season of time where you are not stimulated. And this looks very different for everyone. Some people can can only last like 30 minutes without doing anything before they stress out and think like, oh my days, I need to do X, Y, and Z. And I get it. Some people are in a survival mode because they have to actually get shit done, which props to you. But don't forget still that even that demographic needs to have at least a time where they recharge. And maybe that recharging looks like just journaling. It may not look productive. By the way, if you hear outside noise, sorry. But yeah, journaling is amazing. It does not look productive, okay? It's not something you can tell someone else, your boss, and be like, whoa, look what I've achieved with this. But for yourself, it is also a training session to allow your brain to actually get used to slow rewards because of scrolling, doom scrolling, because of literally microwaving society. We expect everything to be handed out to us, which it is. You can just DoorDash, you can just, get go to self checkout. Life is so convenient, really. We are blessed, okay? And there's not enough talk about that we are literally also in the 1%. A lot of people would like switch lives with you and you don't realize it. Like I think people in general, like especially who have the freedom to choose what they do, to vote, to go to work, y'all are so blessed. We all are so blessed. There are people who pray and would give everything aside to have a life like this. But still, we always, it's just human, like we always look up to like the next person who has a little bit more, like a little bit more. But you have a lot of resources, and with these resources, don't overwork yourself. I always, no, not always. I was always myself a workaholic, had to do with a lot of factors. But since 2 years ago, I called it at the time a season of rest because I felt that my body was like, okay, done. Okay, there was almost no negative, I mean, creative energy coming, flowing through my brain because I was always doing projects. I was doing the shit load almost all alone. Do you see these posters? These are magazine covers that I made all by myself with almost no help, which is so mentally draining to do. It's very rewarding work morally, but I would do it totally different nowadays. I would totally do it different. I needed like I think I'm still recovering, by the way, if I'm honest, from that project. That project took a lot of because I wanted to have it perfect as well. I was a perfectionist, and it's it cost me a lot of things, and I'm still recovering. I'm almost done recovering, I think. But your body is an amazing instrument. It really tells you things, okay? But you have to know how to listen to it, okay? I don't have to explain to you what it is that your body needs. You yourself have to be bored. Again, it starts with boredom. If you're bored, okay, what do people usually do? They doom scroll, they watch TV, they watch the next distraction. Some people call their friends, which could also be a distraction, to be honest. Allow yourself, just start with like 50 minutes. Allow yourself for 15 minutes to just not think about anything. to leave, like just live like you don't have any to-do list for just 50 minutes and tell me your experience. How I started, um I wasn't really conscious of doing this practice, but my body as well, like there's a tipping point where I reached, and my body was like, okay, now you have to do nothing. Okay, and for some people stretch it even way ahead that they end up in the hospital. Don't do that. Okay, your body gives a few signs. I'm not a doctor, I'm not gonna describe the signs. It's very different for anyone, but I had to listen, but of course with like regret. I was like, I didn't feel like it, but yeah, let me do it. Like that was my attitude. But I am glad that I did this. I took the break. I was way more in the moment. What I also learned from myself was that I was a person that was always on to the next. Okay, this task finished, on to the next. Okay, I saw you, on to the next. No, not not that way, not that way. But or maybe no. But yeah, I was always just on the run. Like, and I also want to make a video about rush. Why are we in a rush? I was always in a rush. Like someone was chasing me or something. No one is chasing me. But it's the same mentality when you are being chased. Your blood pumps. You're always ready to go for the next plan. But why are you doing that? Why was I doing that? Yeah, again, boredom helps. Being bored is like the new luxury even. Boredom is priceless. Okay. Bye bye. Let me know what you think.